Tonight on CTV, we take a look at a festival dedicated to an international unity.
Then sports anchors Olivia, Landis, and Brett Kennedy break down the greatest plays this semester at CSU.
Molly Baltzer takes us to the slopes to catch some snow. All this and more starting now.
Thank you for tuning in this evening, Fort Collins and CSU. I'm Baylee Lakey.
And I'm Kay Bennett. Early this morning, a rollover crash on I-25 left 1 dead and 2 uninjured. The crash happened south of the Wyoming border and involved a pickup truck and a semi-truck. It is believed that the crash occurred because of the snow that fell this morning. Drivers are warned to slow down during snow, especially early in the morning when the ground is cold.
In another road incident, US 85 closed Tuesday evening and this morning due to an officer-involved shooting. Adams County Sheriff's Department stated multiple agencies were involved in a hot pursuit with an armed driver. The driver was announced dead at the scene and has not been identified as of yet.
A professor who taught at the University of Minnesota and Gallaudet University joined Colorado State this semester, finally giving the American Sign Language Department a native speaker, or should we say signer.
A trailblazer in the classroom and a family man outside of it.
My daughter, she's 5. She's climbing. She could outclimb me. I'm scared for her.
Franco Corpix was born into a deaf family, and without the ability to hear, he immediately learned sign language and became immersed in deaf culture.
So I know that ASL itself is really cherished. It's core for the culture of the deaf people.
It also has a second core element, DEVIA, which stands for Deaf View Image Art.
You know, you could see it and be amazed, but I'd see it and inspired. I understand exactly what it means because my experience is related to that artwork.
His colleague says that the word disability is not in their vocabulary.
You have brown hair and I have brown eyes. Your height. Deafness is just a human characteristic, and they absolutely do not consider, culturally deaf people absolutely do not consider themselves disabled.
And Corpix believes that the word handicapped is all about perception.
It's environmental. And so, if all deaf people and there's one hearing, who's handicapped? The hearing person, not the deaf people, because we're in our groups.
One thing is for sure, in this silent classroom, CSU students are picking up the language.
He does a really good job of signing slower when we need to and faster to meet other people's needs.
And his passion for sign language has always led him back to the classroom.
I really enjoy the classroom as teaching as well because, the students are really, see them and see their eyes light up, as they understand and light bulb comes on as they acquire a language. And that's just so fulfilling for me as well.
If you're interested in taking Franco's class next semester, the code is LSGN 201. It is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 1 to 1:50.
In a report from the City of Fort Collins government, the economy appears to be slowing down with decreased sales and use in tax incomes. This is the first month since September 2014 that the city has seen a dip. However, some skeptics assert that the numbers don't point to a financial trend. Tax revenue should increase as the holidays approach.
In U+2 News, ASCSU is working closely with Nicole Law Offices to draft a legal initiative to create a petition. The petition is to get the U+2 resolution on the 2017 ballot, and the new resolution, called Me+3, would allow 4 unrelated persons to live in one 4-bedroom house. We'll keep you updated on this story.
Every year, the CSU Office of International Programs hosts the largest international event in the northern Colorado area, the World Unity Fair. Recently, they celebrated the 62nd annual festival. The World Unity Fair is a place where people can come and experience a variety of cultures. This year, the event united over 20 different culture and nationality groups from both the CSU and Fort Collins community.
This is a very easy way to come and find out about other cultures, to hear other music, to learn about other types of dancing, and just to understand what life might be like for someone else living here in Fort Collins.
Guests were able to travel around the world and visit different cultural booths. Each booth offered different types of food, provided educational information, and fun activities. People were also able to enjoy beautiful music and dance and shop at the International Bazaar. been cool seeing like all the different clothing and outfits because like you don't see that on a normal day around CSU. So yeah, just all the smells, everything smells so good.
The Office of International Programs has a history of partnering with the Fort Collins International Center. Each year, FCIC hosts the International Bazaar at the fair to raise funds that will help welcome and support international students and their families.
Fort Collins International Center is a local nonprofit that's been working with CSU since the 1950s, and their entire purpose is to help make international students and scholars feel welcome, not only at CSU but in the community.
At the end of the day, each culture has their differences. The Unity Fair allows students and community members to recognize these differences, but also celebrate their similarities.
What I like about this event as a whole is it seems like it gather the world, in one place, and so you can see many things. Like some culture have, my culture share some similar culture, like to Thailand or to Vietnam, but we also learn the difference, among our cultures as well. So that's the beauty of it. You see the sameness and the difference in things.
If you missed the World Unity Fair but are interested in learning more about the different cultures in the CSU and Fort Collins community, you can stop by the CSU Office of International Programs and get more information.
CSU Cymes is up with your weekly weather forecast.
We'll be right back.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back with your weather. I'm Sierra Cymes, filling in for Madison Sloan. Tonight, some accumulation of snow actually happened this morning, but sunshine during the day did help to melt some of that away. Looking into tonight, it's going to be nice and clear. We are looking at 30 degrees by 9 p.m. By 11, that's going to move into 28. For tonight, we are seeing some very chilly temperatures along the western slope. We are seeing 5 in Alamosa, 9 in Gunnison, some teens in Telluride, Vale, and Craig. Grand Junction is going to be at 24. Up the I-25 corridor, also some mid-20s, 25 in Denver, 24 in Fort Collins. Along the Eastern Plains, we're also seeing some mid-20s in Sterling and Burlington, teens in Lyman and Lamar. Looking into tomorrow, your 8 a.m. is only going to be 1 degree warmer than that overnight low, but the sunshine should warm that up into 37 by noon, which should also help to melt away the last of the snow, hopefully. It's going to be breezy though, noon to 4 p.m., and this is going to bring some clouds. So looking into tomorrow, what you do want to bring is some sunglasses for that sunshine, a light jacket for the wind, and also a smile because it is almost fall break. Looking into tomorrow, we are going to be seeing some 30s and 40s along the western slope with a 29 in Vale. Along the I-25 corridor, 40s until we reach Pueblo at 53. Over on the Eastern Plains, we're also going to be seeing some mid-40s and 53 in Lamar. Now, the question is, are we going to be seeing any more snow for the future forecast? Well, looking forward, it doesn't look that way. We are seeing sunshine all the way through Sunday. Today, for tomorrow, it's going to be 45, moving into Friday and Saturday. 50, 57, high 50s over the weekend. Monday, the clouds are going to roll in with a 30% chance of rain, 49 degrees, dipping into 44 for Tuesday. Wednesday, the clouds are going to move back in at 48. That's all the weather that I have. Coming up after the break, Brett and Olivia are going to bring your Fast Five for sports.
Test scores, GPAs, credits complete. They say what you've done, but they're only part of who you will become. With each new experience, discovery, and triumph, you become who you were always meant to be. And what you'll remember most is your state of curiosity, state of unity, state of awe.
Welcome back. This is your CSU Fast 5 Sports, and I'm Olivia Landis.
And I'm Brett Kennedy. The Colorado State Rams football team is coming off a crucial 26-7 border war win over Wyoming this past weekend. The Rams bring home the Bronze Boot Trophy for the third year in a row. But more importantly, the team sits at 4-5 on the year and still has a good chance of making it into a bowl game this year with only 3 games left to play. UNLV comes to Hughes Stadium this Saturday for CSU's last home game of the year, and Coach Mike Bobo is buying pizza for all the students that show up to the game. It's senior night, so that's the last chance for Rams seniors to play in front of the home crowd. Liv, there's some good names on this list. Sam Carlson, Kevon Cartwright, Stephen Walker, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Trent Matthews, DeAndre Elliott, Joe Kowalik, Martavius Foster, Jason Oden Jr., and Joe Hansley. Liv, narrow it down to one player. Who do you think the Rams will miss the most next year?
That's a long list and a lot of really good players, Brett, but I'm going to have to go ahead and say Trent Matthews. He was absolutely critical to this defense this year.
Big leader on the team. Another leader on the team, I'm going to have to go with Kevin Pierre-Louis, his safety partner. Very hard hitter, brings a lot of passion to this defense, and he scares a couple teams too, changes the ball game for other teams. And speaking of seniors, here's what Joe Hansley had to say about his 4 years as a CSU Ram.
It's meant a lot just because this was the school I chose, and I'm glad I got to stay here for 4 years. I know for a lot of people that usually doesn't work out, but, it's meant a lot. I was proud to, commit to Colorado State coming out of high school, and I was excited to come up here, so it's been a lot of fun.
The now number 13 ranked Colorado State women's volleyball team has had no trouble adding wins to its record lately. Last Saturday, the Rams took to the road and successfully swept the New Mexico Lobos to add to the 15th straight win to their record. CSU is currently sitting at a pretty 14-0 record in Mountain West play and look to continue the streak on Thursday at Moby Arena as the team takes on San Jose State. If the Rams pull a win over the Spartans, it would clinch a share of their 7th Mountain West championship, which is the longest streak of its kind in the NCAA. The conference title would be the 21st in program history. The Rams will start play at 7 p.m. in Moby Arena. The men's and women's Colorado State basketball teams open regular season play this weekend, starting with the women's team, who plays at home on Friday against Western State. The team is coming off a 23-8 season. The men's team is on the road in Cedar Falls, Iowa this Saturday to play Northern Iowa in the Mountain West Missouri Valley Conference Challenge. The men are coming off a 27-7 season.
Although there have been plenty of incredible plays in CSU sports this year, a few of them stood out to us. What's up, guys? The semester is winding down, and Liv and I decided we'd take a look at the top 5 plays from CSU sports teams so far this season.
That's right, Brett, and we're going to start off at number 5 for volleyball. Dree Colbert's spike against Northern Iowa. Brett, she's just been doing absolutely amazing this season.
She's been a super stud, Liv. I expect her to win Mountain West Player of the Year. Number 4 play comes from the first football game of the year against Savannah State in the Orange Out game. Nick Stevens, a beautiful loft pass up to Xavier Williams, double covered on the play, brings it down for a touchdown.
Brett, this was just one of the best plays to watch that day. Actually, probably all season. Xavier Williams just absolutely dominated over those 2 defenders. There was no one stopping him there. For our number 3 play of the day, we have the women's soccer team, Jessie McGinley's save against Fresno State. Brett, she has been the light spot in this team this season.
She had a great save here, Liv. Look at this, diving, stretched out. What a play. One of the top leaders in saves in the Mountain West this season, Jessie McGinley, great player. For our number 2 play, it goes to Rashard Hollywood Higgins in a game against San Diego State. Brings the ball down, double covered on the play. Beautiful ball thrown by Nick Stevens. Liv, what a play. That would have made Calvin Johnson in the NFL proud.
I think so, Brett. There's no surprise here. I mean, it is Hollywood Higgins. He's been making big catches all year, and this one was just one of the best we've seen so far. It was great.
That's why they give him a nickname, and that's why they call him Hollywood, baby.
For our top play of this season's sports, it has to go to Hollywood Higgins yet again. Here we see him playing against Air Force, making that diving catch along the sidelines. Brett, this was such a game changer.
That was clutch. What a catch by Rashard, right down the sidelines. Full extension on the play. That was one of the best catches I've ever seen. CSU went on to win that game. Great catch.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that one. Well, that's all we have here for your top 5 plays of this season's sports, but here's to another great next semester in sports.
Brett, I'm really sad that this semester of sports, well, football and volleyball and soccer are over, but those were some of the best plays that we saw all year.
Those were amazing, and it's fitting to have Rashard Hollywood Higgins leading that. He's one of the best athletes that this school has ever had.
He probably could have made it in there all 5 times, to be honest. But
wouldn't surprise me at all. Molly Baltzer is up next with your entertainment news.
Stay tuned.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Welcome back. I'm your entertainment anchor, Molly Baltzer. Looking for something to do this weekend? We've got your back. Despite the cold weather, there's plenty to do at CSU in Fort Collins. The Fall Dance Concert is this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the UCA Dance Theater. It'll showcase everything from contemporary to classical dance. The cost is free to students and tickets range from $8 to $18 for citizens. Also happening on Saturday night is sky gazing at Fossil Creek Reservoir Natural Area by Carpenter Road. Starting at 7:30 p.m., you can enjoy the night sky with telescopes and knowledgeable volunteers from Northern Colorado Astronomical Society. The event is free, and it's advised that you dress warmly and bring a blanket and a chair. Many ski resorts open this weekend, meaning it's officially ski season. If you're looking to ski with people, the CSU Snow Riders Club might be the club for you. Snow Riders is a CSU club that looks to bring students together who share a similar passion in skiing and snowboarding. The club has over 100 members who all enjoy hitting the slopes together.
That is that since we have so many members, they all have the 2 primary passes in Colorado, the Super Pass and then the Epic Pass. It's kind of spread out pretty evenly among that, so everybody can get to ride. And then we just do a bunch of events trying to get people to know each other and socialize and like break the ice so that there's more incentive to use the program.
Along with sharing a love for the mountains, students in the club share other similar interests.
We definitely just like doing like outdoorsy stuff and just having a good time. We like to go slacklining, climbing, hiking and stuff, and our club is only geared to skiing and snowboarding. but we like to meet people to do stuff with all year round.
Snow riders encourage skiers and snowboarders of all skill levels and even those who have little experience to check out their club.
You meet people that have like-minded abilities, and you can ride with them, so it's just a good way to meet people who want to ski regardless of your ability, because you can find other people that have about the same ability.
Riders with a more advanced ability get excited to ski in Jackson Hole for one of the snow riders' biggest events.
We take a bus there and take a bus back, and everything's included, so it's 4 day tickets to Jackson Hole, and we have a condo every night. These are like 3-story condos, and they're super fun.
Fun is one of the snow riders' main goals. The love for the mountains and snow is what brings them together, but enjoying the same passion is what creates memories and keeps them a snow rider.
Go there to ski, have fun, and just meet great people and just enjoy ourselves.
It's just a bunch of like-minded people that are just trying to get out and have a lot of fun, so that's a good time.
A big thank you to the snow riders for providing that awesome footage for us. If that were me with the GoPro strapped to my helmet, we might have just seen a lot of snow. It's a very special day in the U.S. today, and we'd like to give a special thanks to our veterans. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all that have served our country to make it great. Well, that does it for us. Be sure to tune in to CTV News Monday through Thursday. Good night, CSU and Fort Collins.